Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm doing a reading for October 14th, 2025. Wow. I just finished my reading for October 15th, so I know I did it backwards, but oh well. Who cares? So, anyway, as I shuffle my cards, I'm getting an idea of what everyone's going to be going through and how things are going to go for everyone, as well as the general mood and consensus of what have you. And if this doesn't resonate with you, then please move on. Let's get started. Come on. Shuffling my cards all day. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I like to pull 2 cards just to get an idea of my reading. See what direction it's going, but that can change on a dime, so. Ooh. Okay. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Swords, it's sort of a new kind of movement of logic in our own way of really kind of bringing forth new ideas and allowing for different ideas to have a place. And with the King of Pentacles, it's also about like looking at our values, really kind of being the masters of how we treat everyone else, because the golden rule is, treat others how you wish to be treated. And I think that just a lot of people don't really do that. And yes, it's unfortunate, but really looking at our values, becoming like really grounded with ourselves and being able to look at things maybe in a more objective way, and looking at the physical things, like how we're, how we're like hurting people, how we're actually helping people, and allowing for differences. I see. We have the Three of Swords. So right now we're really kind of going through this collective trauma. We need to really like move on and move forward, but there are certain circumstances and certain people who are holding us back. And it's really hard to fight against that because it just doesn't work. So we really need to allow for this Ace of Swords, this new idea or ideas, to really kind of allow us to move forward in our way of thinking about things. Really like thinking that the other is actually us. We're projecting ourselves onto other people. In our worst fears, we're projecting our shadow, we're projecting just our wants and our desires, and like really very fear-based, and it's not good. We got this in a reading for tomorrow. We have the Nine of Wands. We're holding ourselves back. We're really kind of, we have these mental blocks that are just not helping us. We're very closed off. We don't want to look at our trauma. We don't want to look at the bigger picture of what's going on. And it's almost like we're burying our heads in the sand. And it's very frustrating for the people who want to actually create forward movement, especially with like social and political movements. Like if you read any Frances Fox Piven books, she has a lot of really good information about political movements and community organizing, and just like we're holding ourselves back. And I think, excuse me, I don't think we realize that we're doing this. We're creating these blocks for ourselves. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like at this point, we're kind of in the middle of the wheel. Everything else is moving forward, and we're kind of stuck in the middle right here, right? Like, we don't really know how to go along the spokes of the wheel to the outer part and move forward, because as backwards as we're going, we have to make the choice to allow ourselves that freedom of movement, to allow ourselves to move forward. And I mean, if you didn't see, there are animals down at the bottom here. We have a bear right here, a lion there, and a stag right here. So if you look, it's just like, it's almost like we're waiting for someone to spin the wheel. But the wheel's already spinning. We're just stuck in the middle because we don't want to move. We're dragging our feet. Someone's preventing us from moving forward. And maybe they're dragging their feet. So, you know, things move forward, but sometimes we just have people who hold us in place for a little bit. We want to be able to look at, like, what we've created for ourselves. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Like, what have we really created? What kind of positive change have we made? And how can we create a better world for the next generation or the following generations? It's really about just finding that sense of peace, that sort of contentment. Within ourselves, to really kind of allow for the solid foundations for future generations. We have the Five of Cups, and so with the Five of Cups, it's like we've already had our options laid out in front of us, and we decided not to take them or choose an option. We decided not to choose an opportunity to pursue. So we're feeling pretty defeated about something or some things, and I think that it's because we're holding ourselves back. And, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's hard for us to move forward. It's almost like we've lost our sense or our ability to fight back and to allow ourselves that ability to really kind of move forward. And we've kind of just given up at this point. And I don't blame anyone. I feel like, you know, a lot of the times I feel like I've given up. I don't really want to fight anymore. In a like a grand scheme of things, like I don't want to fight the system anymore. I'm tired. Okay. This one fell out, of course. It is the Nine of Pentacles. Oh no. And this is just about like being able to find focus. Really allow ourselves to look at this, the Seven of Pentacles. What have we created for future generations? Really moving forward. And I mean, the Nine of Pentacles I think of as, like, I've said this before, the rich lady card. Like, we're really kind of, as much as we've lost our motivation to really kind of move forward because we feel so tamped down and heavy and like everything is just blowing up in our faces, there's still some light at the end of the tunnel. We're slowly starting to reevaluate everything that we stand for and to look closely at what we value the most and to allow ourselves to receive as well as give back, because we're in a place that'll, you know, eventually we'll be in a place that allows for that. But right now is not that time. We have the Page of Cups, and this is a messenger of some sort. Again, pages I see as messengers. So with the Page of Cups, really, it's just like, it could be someone who's really kind of here to deliver a message. And I know, like, in a previous reading, I read the Page of Cups as the Archangel Gabriel. And I don't normally go into religious or dogmatic sort of readings, but that was just the message that I was getting, is that, you know, this is kind of an individual. It could be male, it could be female, it could be non-binary. This is an individual who's really kind of beginning something new, like someone who's a messenger, and that could be like a message from your dreams or a message from the outside world, like synchronicities or numbers, whatever you think of. Like, everything will be okay, that this messenger is here to really guide us, to kind of, in a way, take a sip from this cup and to see, like, to experience a vision of some kind about our future. And I think that could really be, this could really be like it could be a physical person, it could be, you know, like I said, dreams or symbols around and synchronicities. It's also about creativity too. I got this reading, this card, the Two of Pentacles, and I got it in my reading for tomorrow, the 15th, and this is really just about allowing ourselves a healthy balance. It could be between the seen and unseen, it could be whatever you make it. And so, it could be anything that you want it to be. So a balance between the mind and the spirit, a balance between the physical and the emotional. It could really be anything that you want it to be. But I think with this Page of Cups, it's about finding a good balance, like what makes us more equal and what makes us happier as a whole. Really looking at our values, like what do we truly want? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, and with this Two of Wands, it's really moving forward, kind of like from one reality to the other reality, so the next. So really walking through this path to find a better sense of self, a better sense of like how the world is supposed to work. And I'm getting a lot of like Hierophant vibes here, like so this is kind of like a portal, a pathway, a gateway into something better. And I've said this, that the grass is always greener on the other side. There's a way through. We just have to find that way through, that balance to find the way through. And we have to stop really holding ourselves back. Because, again, we have the Fool. So we really just have to go all in without abandon, with just kind of go head first. Like, if something's been calling to you, then just go and do it. With a plan. But, I mean, that's really not what the Fool is about, right? But I say with a plan because, you know, there are ways that you can be able to like plan to a certain extent. That's what I mean. Like have a basic outline as a plan, right? And so just go and do it. Like really just take that leap of faith. Do what you're being called to do. And move forward. Yeah. And I know we've kind of lost our drive, really, but we have the Chariot. This is very, very fast energy. This is very going out and grabbing what you really want. I mean, forget the Wands suit, like the Chariot. Yeah, this is very fast. Go and get what you want. Like, really, paired with a Fool, like, just do it, right? Just like Nike. I mean, just really go and get what you want. You have the ability to make a plan, to go and do what you've always wanted to do. You know, for me, it's Scotland. If I could, well, no, I will reword that. So when I move to Scotland, yeah, maybe within the next 5 years. So before I turn 40, right? Oh my God. That just sounds so weird. But yeah, so just like being able to like think about something and have a plan. Like I already know what I'm going to do in Scotland because I've thought about it for years. And just like, I mean, I know what I'm going to do in terms of traveling to Scotland, but when I live there, yeah, I'm going to bring back the witchy ways. And I know Scotland has like a lot of history with witchcraft and the witch trials and killings of probably hundreds of thousands of witches, or witches of medicine women. But yeah, really going to get what you want. I'm only stalling because the time isn't right yet. So maybe, looking for a job over there, and, but anyway, you do whatever you want. The Chariot and the Fool, you're set. Okay, these cards just want to fly out. Yeah, again, we're creating blocks for ourselves. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is really just like holding on to things, not letting others in. Being kind of reserved and withdrawn in a way. You don't want to give your plans away right away because of maybe a potential fear of rejection or anything that really you don't want to be told that you're wrong, because it's happened to so many of us, and you're not wrong. You just want to do what's right for you, and to hell with everyone else, right? So, but yeah, like, don't hold yourself back with what you want, because otherwise, the point of the Fool and the Chariot is to really just move forward, like, go and get it. But then, with the Seven of Swords, just like, keep your plans close for now, but eventually open up to others. Do like a metamorphosis from the Seven of Swords to the Six of Swords. So kind of, in that sense, kind of go backwards, but like move forward. Get away. Or the Three of Wands even. Do something else. Change your mind. Allow yourself to be who you are. This one fell out earlier, but it was in my lap. But here we have the Ace of Wands. So this is, again, that forward movement. Really, like, grab the stick, grab the baton, and lead. Do what you're put on this earth to do, and damn everyone else who says otherwise. So, oh, and I'm gonna do a top and bottom read, and then I'll pull a couple of my oracle cards. Oh boy, today is a interesting day. Alright, top card. Bottom. Ooh! What did I say? Okay. In the top, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then the bottom is the Three of Wands. Move forward. Get that tush in gear. Really just allow yourself that freedom to make the choice and to do what you want. Like, maybe find work overseas, which is what I want to do. Find something that gets you very excited. Find the joy in life again. And the Queen of Pentacles is just really, like, focusing on what you truly want. Like, being that, like, nurture yourself. Allow yourself that sort of earthly, sort of groundedness to move forward, like make things happen. Allow yourself that freedom to go forward, to move on with this Three of Wands. Heck yeah. So, anywho, so I'm going to do an oracle reading really quick with my Woodland Wardens deck. I love this deck, as you all well know. And I'm going to shuffle it really quick. This deck has been really, really vibing with me lately. I've just loved this deck so far. And the author has, the author and the illustrator, it's the same person, I believe. Yeah, Jessica Rue. And she has a tarot deck, the Woodland Wardens Tarot. So I'm very excited to get that, maybe later. Anyway, this reading, let's see, the premise of this reading. We got this card earlier in my reading for tomorrow. We have the Bobcat and Blackthorn, and that's about patience. If things don't always go your way right then, like right here and now, then that's okay. Things happen. Life happens. But don't think of it as a test. Think of it as more of like an experience to make you more grounded for future events. So you can learn how to do things in your own way and how to deal with things, in the way that you have learned, right? So just, yeah, I know, I hate it. Like, be patient, but no, I know, it's hard to hear. Next, we have the Crow and Dogwood. And that's about intelligence. Really take your time. Take your time making a rough outline of what you want to do. Maybe a 6-month plan. It doesn't have to be long term. And eventually build up to like maybe a 5 or 10-year plan. And then really being able to use your intelligence to move forward with what you're doing. The Ladybug and Sweet Pea. And that's about happiness. And isn't that what we all want? We want to be happy. And while life may throw us lemons, at times, we get through. We persevere. We're resilient. And we have this sort of quiet strength about us that, like, makes us more in tune with everything that's just going on around us. So being able to make this plan for yourself and being excited for it and allowing yourself to be happy is a huge deal, and it's a big step. Yeah. We have the Salamander and Black Pepper, and that's about inspiration. So be inspired. Allow yourself this sort of idealism that you may not even allow yourself every day, or like very frequently or often or whatever. Just allow yourself to be inspired. Like, make a bucket list. Make a list of things that you want to do in your life. And again, for me, that's moving to Scotland. And then, just kind of allowing yourself to be inspired. Like, make a list, a bucket list of what you want to do, as unrealistic as it may sound, and check it off. Check those items off. Do your thing. Do you. Yeah, okay. So the Wolf and Rosehip. We've been getting this card a lot lately. It's about guardianship. And so you're kind of like your own sentinel. You're guarding your happiness. You're guarding your inspiration from external influences, or, not opportunities, but like from external influences that may even be negative. Like, protect yourself. Do what you want and not others want. Not what others want. This is nice. The Spider and Passion Flower, and that's about creative ingenuity. I love this. I haven't gotten this card yet. Be creative. Make a plan. Be as wild and unrealistic as you want to be, and check those off as you go. Create something. Be unique. Be happy, inspired. Be your own sentinel. Be intelligent. Be patient. And allow yourself hope. We have the Butterfly and Snowdrop. Hope, right? Give yourself something to look forward to. And I mean, this could all be said for me too. I mean, this resonates more with me than probably most of you, but give yourself that hope. Move on. Don't allow things to really bog you down. I'll pull one more card because I like this reading quite a bit. Yeah. So the Otter and Cattail, and that's about peace. You're finding peace within yourself. Finally, after all this noise, after all this like incessant chatter, things are going to be quiet. It could be, external chatter, it could be external noise, but it could also be internal too. Allow for that. Allow yourself to have that sense of peace. Because we're the only ones that can give it to ourselves. We don't find peace anywhere else. So, anyway, that is all I have for you on this fine day. So, have a good day, everyone. Bye.